Have you ever wondered why selling on eBay alone will not yield the revenue you want? When you sell on eBay, it doesn't matter whether you are a direct importer or manufacturer. You'll only reach 3% of your total target online market. In addition, eBay's overpriced selling fees and limited marketplace exposure will limit your ability to generate stable and worthwhile revenue. Let's also not forget how fierce the competition is. You compete against tens, hundreds, or even thousands of different vendors selling the same things you are. The fatal assumption that many eBay sellers who operate eBay stores think that because of their successful online eBay business, their customers will return in crowds to do more business in the future. If you are one of those individuals, you should change your way of thinking right now. Even if you provide stellar service and an excellent product, there is absolutely no guarantee that your previous customers will return to buy from you. Everyone these days is looking for a deal, and that means your customers will scour the scene for the cheapest deal they can find, with or without you. Besides being unpredictable and expensive with eBay, the verdict on your selling privileges rests solely on your feedback you get from your buyers. Since it is impossible to satisfy everyone, eventually enough negative comments will build up, resulting in your whole operation being shut down by eBay. Using only eBay for selling your products may be great for beginners to get things going. However, once things are rolling, you need to find a way to get to the next level. eBay can be a very powerful marketing tool to do this if you combine it with a professional and appealing website. It's true that eBay can give your e-commerce website the boost it needs to become a successful and self-revenue generating online business. However, when your website has achieved this status, it will remain independent of eBay or any other online marketplace. How does this work? Simple. eBay has the power to drive enough traffic to your website without costing you a dime. In fact, you may even come out making a profit in the end. Think of eBay as a chauffeur who can drive 20 to 100 plus unique visitors to your website each day. That's 600 to 3,000 unique and targeted visitors per month. Stop for a second and imagine having 600 to 3,000 unique shoppers browsing your website. These are real people who are really interested in the products you sell. Suppose that one day that chauffeur comes to you with a proposal and says, "How about you tell me where to pick up your clients, and I will drive them to your website and not charge you a dime. I will make my money on tips, and sometimes, if I earn enough tips, I will even give you some money back." Wouldn't that be a deal of a lifetime? I think it would. Well, eBay is offering you this exact deal. So, you see, you can use eBay as a marketing tool to sell enough products at the cheapest price, break even on the fees, and drive traffic to your website. You know, there are people selling on eBay at dirt cheap prices, and sometimes you may wonder why they are selling the item so cheaply. What is the point in making $1 profit on an item when at the end of the day you earn less than $5 per hour for all your hard work? Well, if you earn $5 per hour plus drive 2,000 visitors worth of traffic to your website, that results in $2,000 to $10,000 worth of sales. Then it's more than worth it. Let's look at this in more detail. For example, Michael is a customer who is shopping for a product that is extremely competitive among multiple sellers. The product is an air intake system, and everyone is selling it for $100. After shopping around, Michael finds that the best deal is from you at the price of $95. As a seller, you should try to purchase products from your supplier at a minimum discount of 20% from the selling price. Let's say you purchase the air intake from your supplier at 20% off the selling price. If the air intake selling price is $100, this means you paid the supplier $80. You then list the air intake on eBay for $95 to be cheaper than everyone else. After Michael purchases your air intake, you will pay around 13% from the selling price to eBay and PayPal. In other words, $95 selling price minus 13% eBay fee will equal $82.68 after selling the air intake and paying for all the eBay fees. Then you have to pay $80 to your supplier for the product, which leaves you with $2.68 profit. If you make 3 sales per day, this is equal to a whopping $8.04 per day of profit. Obviously, you can't live on this type of income. New eBay sellers who don't do their calculations beforehand end up losing money, barely breaking even, or quitting after they realize they are not making any money. If you are still wondering how other companies continue to sell on eBay and how you can start making money using eBay, you should listen to this. Let's say you are an eBay seller who is selling an air intake for $95, but you also have a website that sells the same air intake for $90. Then $90 is not only cheaper than anyone on eBay, but cheaper than anyone on the internet. As a smart entrepreneur, you would design your eBay listing to promote your website. This listing would drive the massive eBay traffic from your eBay ad to your website, where the eBay shoppers will become your website customers because they can buy the product for less than on eBay. Assuming you sell the product for $90 on your website, your only expense is a 3% credit card fee. In other words, after paying your supplier, you will make $7 profit from your website sale as compared to $2.68 profit from eBay on the same product. Using this model, you will beat your competition hands down. If we add up the numbers of selling 3 products with a $7 profit from your website, you will earn $21 profit every day, not including the profits made from eBay. Now suppose you sell a more popular product. Conceivably, this could result in even more sales if you are the cheapest seller online. Finally, if you sell a product that generates higher revenues because of higher discounts from your supplier, greater than 20% off the selling price, or more products sold on a specific day, that $21 per day profit can easily explode to $200 to $1,000 per day. You may ask yourself, how can I possibly be cheaper than everyone on the internet and eBay? Well, eBay sellers who don't have a website eventually realize that they need to sell the product for more money to make a greater profit. Otherwise, it is not worth it selling products on eBay just to break even. Most eBay sellers either do not have a website or a website good enough to convert their visitors to customers. Also, small to mid-sized competitors on the internet will usually have employees and overhead expenses, so they need to sell products at set margins to pay expenses before making a profit, therefore resulting in higher prices. By having a home-based business or small-sized business and a website that utilizes eBay traffic, you don't have the high overhead expenses such as rent and utilities that mid-sized businesses have. In addition, you probably work for yourself, so you don't have to deal with an employee payroll. What this means is that if you have a deep enough discount on a specific product line, you will most likely have more leverage to lower your price and compete with all your competitors. From our 2-week case study on the secretweaponperformance.com website, we were able to attract 30 extra unique visitors per day, approximately 5 sales per week on the website and 10 sales per week on eBay, equaling $9,000 worth of gross sales per month from only 100 fixed price listings. All this was achieved using eBay traffic in combination with a website. If you are looking to start a website, we recommend using Shopping Cart Elite. Shopping Cart Elite is a powerful and affordable e-commerce platform that allows entrepreneurs to operate their e-commerce online website business. It is extremely easy to use, and every Shopping Cart Elite client will get a turnkey and ready-to-use website with custom graphics when they sign up. While using Shopping Cart Elite, all you need to do is add your products onto your website once. Then, using the Shopping Cart Elite Marketplace eBay module, you can list all your products on eBay with a few clicks of a button. Amazingly, the listings on eBay will look identical to your website product page. a sure way to impress your buyers and gain their respect and trust. The Shopping Cart Elite Marketplace tool can also list your products on Amazon, Craigslist, US Free Ads, iOffer, and other marketplaces using the same product information that you only enter once into your Shopping Cart Elite e-commerce store. Visit Shopping Cart Elite for more details.